Hello, I am Varinder and welcome to another session of Tech Talks. The channel is now into the second month and I would like to thank each and every one of you for the interest shown in the channel and the support and motivation you all have provided. If you still haven't, please do subscribe to the channel to receive timely notification on release of new videos. Today, I am going to talk about the need for maintaining a stock of spares or a material catalog on site and how to develop and manage it. Maintenance, whether it is preventive or reactive, that is following a failure or a breakdown, more often than not requires spare parts, and an undeniable fact is that at many times repairs and even preventive maintenance routines are delayed due to non-availability of spares. There is a cost attached to delay in maintenance and repairs, and then there is a risk of catastrophic failures leading to early replacement as well as lost production time. A good inventory management system will ensure the right quantity of spares or material being available at the right time when it is needed. But that is easier said than done. Typically, facilities do not have a catalogue of spares with recommended quantities available on site, and even if they do, it has not been reviewed for years. The allowance, issue register, the minimum stock level and reorder levels are basic inputs required for the stores assistant to manage the stores. There are many benefits of a good materials or spares management as follows. There is a reduction in downtime, timely maintenance of equipment happens, reduction in inventory is there, efficient procurement at optimal prices is possible, improved budgeting and tracking of consumption or expenses, and there is a reduced health and safety risk. In my experience, many times the efforts to start inventory management practices fail because whenever a well-meaning, sincere person brings up the subject of inventory management, the learned folks or prolific Google users who otherwise never did anything about it will start throwing around acronyms like ABC, VED, JIT, FSN, EOQ, etc., thereby overwhelming the person who wanted to do something about it, and the project never takes off. Of course, the Google users and the learned folks are not wrong, but all that comes after you have the basic system in place. Inventory management is a subject by itself, and therefore we need to start and keep it simple before making it complex. Let's see how we can put up a basic system in place. You can use the asset register, if you have one, as a basis of the development of the material or spares catalog. I will cover the development of asset register in a different session. Anyway, even if you don't have an asset register, list down all the major systems and the different equipment in that system along with the quantities available on site. Against each equipment, mention the criticality of the equipment, whether it is high, medium and low. You can use your own criteria for that. But basically the criticality should be based on the impact of failure on health and safety, business continuity and cost of repairs in that order. The next step is to approach the OEM or the AMC vendors to suggest a list of spare parts and consumables recommended to be stored on site for faster turnaround times. Be sure to ask them to include information like OEM part number, supplier or vendor name, price, delivery, lead time, shelf life, obsolescence details, etc. These will help you to rationalize the inventory required to be stored on site. While you are doing this, parallelly dig out the list of all spare parts and consumables and material procured for the facility in the last 5 years and arrange it against the equipment. Now compare the two lists. A review of this information will validate what the OEM or your vendor partner may have included in his list and also give you a chance to debate on any items which are not included in the OEM vendor list but consumed in the past. Goes without saying that items which figure in both the lists can be deemed to be essential. For other items, check the criticality of the equipment and make an informed decision about the spares while considering the cost of procurement and stocking the spare. If an item is easily available, there is a case for not stocking it in large quantities. Or if the shelf life of the item is too little, again you might consider not keeping too many quantities. On the other hand, if there is information that product is going to be or is already obsolete, it might make sense to order larger quantity depending on the condition and remaining useful life of the main equipment. You can do a similar exercise for general consumables and other raw material and make a consolidated list for your requirement. So there you have it, a catalogue of spares required to be stocked on your site. If you have multiple sites in the same city, chances are that they are using similar equipment. In that case, the stock of spares can be further rationalized and stocked only in one facility, which means the overall quantity to be stocked can be reduced. Once the list is finalized, you are ready to take up the case of updating your inventory for relevant approvals and subsequent procurement. Remember to review the inventory catalog every 6 months and update as required. There may be obsolescence, change of supplier, change of cost, addition of equipment, replacement of equipment. All this information needs to be current at all times. The inventory can further be rationalized by using those modern techniques like FMEA, ABC, VED, FSN, etc. But I will leave it for some other day. This is it for now. This is Varinder signing off.